What up, babes? Today we have Barbie on the menu. Barbie was a freaking iconic summer for the history books, which is why I'm especially excited to dive deep into the pink world. And we're gonna dive so deep that we pass the surface level, past the plastic, and get deep to the core. Greta Gerwig's Barbie really does not hide the fact that it's deeply political. Because underneath the silliness, the pinkness, the stupid jokes, it carries a clear political statement, which is patriarchy sucks. In Barbie land, everything is ruled by matriarchy. The girlies truly run the world. Every position of power is filled by a Barbie. President, Barbie.
Doctor, Barbie. Lawyer, Barbie. Journalist, Barbie.
Mermaid, Barbie, and Ken.
Huh?
Yeah, there are also Kens in that world. So the Kens, the men, are basically just decor. They you can't even see them as supporting characters in that world. It's just that they're there, without any use truly, and being the bimbos that worship the Barbies. Oh my god, it's so iconic. This concept, though, begins to crack when our main character's stereotypical Barbie begins to malfunction. And that leads to multiple events where she needs to go into the real world, aka into what we have around us now, and Ken tags along. And that concludes that Ken gets a taste of patriarchy in our world and brings it back to Barbie land. And the whole concept is suddenly switched. Men are in the position of power, and the Barbies suddenly forgot everything. And they are now the maids, the housewives, the brainless puppets that are now submissive to men. This is the extreme and over-the-top version of what patriarchy in our world kind of is today. It's like this women belong into the kitchen kind of mindset that is then projected into this new world in Barbie land in an extreme scale. With our current situation in our world, everything happening, it is getting very, very clear. We don't want patriarchy anymore. The women don't want patriarchy anymore. We're sick of patriarchy. And I keep seeing these videos online. It's like these street interviews where they ask women and men kind of the same question, and the answers are every time the same. And it's so freaking hilarious. I don't know if you saw videos like that. I'm gonna try to link one so you know what I mean. But what they ask the women is, would you be willing to live on a planet that is only habited by women? And they ask the men the exact question in the opposite direction. Would you be down to live in a planet where only men live? The women, in a heartbeat, say yes. Heck yeah, sign me up. The men, equally fast, in a heartbeat, reply really disgusted and ew, what the heck are you saying? No way. I'm not gonna voluntarily live in a place where only men exist. And I'm gonna be honest, every time I watch these videos, I'm like, I'm with the women here. I would be so down to live on a planet with only girls. Like it's Barbie land without the Kens. And it's that island from Wonder Woman. What's it called? Like Thermos something? Thermos. Yeah. I would imagine that planet to be freaking badass. Like we would be living such a fun life. Like sign me the up right now. But underneath that first impulse, there's that deep knowing within me, that little voice within me that is like, you know, I love women. Women are so great. They are so divine, so heart-centered. They care not only for themselves, they care for their family, for their friends, for their community. And they are compassionate and such beautiful, beautiful beings, divine and just goddesses incarnated. And I love us. I love us so much. But the thing is, I love me my man too. You see, we naturally, by the way, I'm still like, I have that gummy inside my mouth. That's why I talk like that. The thing is, we naturally gravitate towards us women being the leaders because we see what kind of shit reality the men have created. Women are naturally more inclined to have a big open heart and to be led by their heart. But I still don't think that matriarchy is the solution. The future of our planet, the future of our society and of human race does not lie in matriarchy. The women are not gonna lead in this new chapter. It's not gonna be the men. It's gonna be the heart. Heart-led leadership. It is easy to separate. It is easy to say, men are shit. Men did this whole mess. And now it's time for the women. It makes sense. It was like the pendulum that was on this extreme. And so the natural way of thinking is, okay, it's going to go to the other extreme. But that is not the future. We actually had matriarchy on Earth. Of course, it was like not taught in school. Of course, we don't have much knowledge of it because patriarchy just deleted all that knowledge, deleted all that footage. But matriarchy was actually a thing. The planet was ruled by women. And then came the men. The future is not going to be one or the other. It's going to be both working together. Because this whole patriarchal system, it did not only hurt women, it hurt men as well. And it disconnected them from their own heart as well. So women, don't get me wrong, I love me my women, and women are gonna play a big, big, huge part. Women are gonna be the spark. The spark into this new chapter is gonna come from the women. But they are not gonna stay as the only figures of authority. They're gonna be the spark. And the future lies in heart-led leadership. It does not mean the women or men. It does not differentiate between the race, between the gender, between the nationality. That all gets secondary. And the most important part is the heart. The magic of this earth, the magic of this experience of life is the togetherness. You don't have the black and the white. You have yin and yang together, merging together into this circle, into the heart space. We have men, women coming together, creating life. Life is created by both sides of the spectrum working together. And that is the future. That is the future of our planet and of our society. Okay, second take. I just got a phone call. I don't know what the heck that was. Okay. This is also why the ending to Barbie was so interesting to me. It really left me questioning, why did Barbie do all that, experience the extremes of patriarchy, and still decide to go into the real world where it's currently ruled as a patriarchal system. And the thing that I realized though is Barbie did not choose patriarchy over matriarchy. To me, Barbie chose evolution and movement instead of stagnancy. Because in Barbie Land, everything was frozen in a way. Like, before this whole movie happened, we see a snapshot of Barbie Land, how every day looked, and it was the same. Every single day, it was the same kind of agenda. They said the same things, they laughed at the same jokes, everything was just really stagnant. And this whole journey happened because of Barbie gaining consciousness in a way. So to me, when Barbie leaves the Barbie Land world, Barbie Land will go back into stagnancy. It will stay that way. Matriarchy will still be a thing. Kens will have like a little higher of value, but they're still gonna be stupid. They're still not gonna be up there or at the same level. It's still gonna be a matriarchy. So choosing the real world means choosing the hope and the possibility of change. Yes, like in Barbie Land, matriarchy was a thing, and in the real world, patriarchy was a thing. But none of them are the real goal and solution. The solution, to me, is this heart-led, come-together leadership. And we have that opportunity here in the real world. We have drive, we have passion, we have hope, we have purpose. You have all that. So we should all use that to create a togetherness. And to me, that is the real message of Barbie. To not get stuck in this picture of matriarchy, the one that we want to escape to, that planet where only women are ruling, only women are essentially on that planet. To not get fixated on that, because that's not the solution. But to actually choose a reality where we can change to something and have the possibility of evolution, of transformation into something that will benefit all. A harmony between all. And to me, I think that's why Barbie chose the real world. Like, our real world is actually so great. I love life. I know it has so many shitty things and stuff happen and pain and everything, but we also have the exact opposite. And I think that's the brilliance of life on Earth. Having it both, having the possibility to go from one to the other and having the possibility to actually change and evolve. Women need men, men need women, and we need a unity led by the heart. That is my opinion on this whole topic. I know politics and this whole patriarchy, matriarchy system is a fragile topic, a heated topic. So I'm really curious what you think about it. Does my take resonate with you, or do you actually have another take? Or I'm really curious, genuinely. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's chat. That's it for this video, lovelies. The Barbie sparkliness is ending. I have to undress my pinkness now again. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you are aching for another movie deep dive, I do have one other video on my channel at this moment because I'm freshly starting, so make sure to follow. But this other video, I'm gonna blend it in here, is gonna be about La La Land and about soulmates, and just the picture that we have of soulmates that is maybe a bit tainted. Like, soulmates are so much more than just your love of the life. So if you want, watch that video, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.